Welcome, everybody, to the 5-Star Frogcast. And this is just as crazy to say, but the rumors are true. If you haven't seen it, T-Money, Tyler Harrison is not on this week's episode. First time he's missing it out. Reportedly, he's been injured. I don't know. But the show must still go on. And by God, we have Tony joining us for this episode of the Frog. Thanks for joining on. It was...
Yeah, I'm here. Like, you guys needed me. I'm here.
I don't know what happened. Hopefully Tyler makes a return very soon. Obviously, we don't know. Maybe we'll get an update here later on in this episode to see if he's going to be able to defend his title come Rumble time. You know, Saturday main event is coming up soon, so might be some interim championship coming into play. Who knows? But
Might have to.
That's for next week and the following week. Today, this episode is Raw has made its debut on Netflix. And in Canada, I guess everything has gone to Netflix.
Right.
Sportsnet's probably so mad right now.
Hey, they got TNA now.
Yeah, TNA and what AEW's got HBO Max or whatever.
Yeah, for Canada we still got They got TSN.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. There's Canada's still got some stuff, but
yeah.
You know. But yeah, Raw on Netflix. Into a Dome. Big show they had there last week. They had the show last night as well. A great main event. SmackDown being on Netflix, so it's a whole new era in the WWE to start off the new year. And let's get right into it. First topic I want to talk about: The Rock.
Yeah.
Turning face.
I
dropping everything.
I don't know how I feel about that. I was kind of upset.
Okay. Yeah.
What's your take on it? Like, why do you think?
I feel like The Rock can do whatever The Rock wants to do. If he wants to turn heel, he can turn heel. If he wants to turn face, he can turn face. No matter what, the fans are going to be alongside him, alongside this journey that he's going to take you on.
You're just dropping this whole storyline that was building for months and months. I don't know. I did not like it.
Yeah, I think it's not actually really in terms of necessarily Cody, but in terms of the focus that could have been on Roman Reigns.
Yeah. I think it's
gone now.
You think I think the Cody Rhodes stuff's gone, but the Roman Reigns, I still think they could stitch that back up. Just the way he gave the Ulafala back. I don't know.
I suppose it's just but he dropped the whole persona.
Yeah, he dropped the
right then and there. He decided to take a shot of the whiskey with Cody, the whole happiness and everything. He killed the character right then and there. But then on NXT, he kind of brought it back. In a way, he just said, The Rock gonna do what The Rock wants to do.
Which maybe it was just the Netflix. He was trying to get to the executives, trying to be nice, trying to not be in character. I don't know. I think he wanted to be a face when he started, but he just pissed off the fans pretty much going against Cody, and he had to turn heel. And now he's like, I don't want to be a heel anymore. I want to be liked. I want to be a face. But I don't see him. Maybe he isn't wrestling this year at WrestleMania.
No, he's not. No, the moment I heard that,
it's done, right?
It's done. The moment I heard his promo and the way he talked, I knew right then and there, because I saw some rumors and we all knew about it, that he may not be able to wrestle at Mania, but I didn't really believe it. And the moment I saw that, I'm like, okay, that's just basically him saying, I can't make it to WrestleMania this year. Sorry, but this is going to be me promoting Netflix. understandably, I guess, being the fact that he is pretty much part owner of TKO. He makes so much money off the shares that he has, so it makes sense
he
for
bought
why
more
he
of
would
it, yeah.
promote it and why he'd want to get more of it. But it is unfortunate that he won't be
Yeah.
here at WrestleMania because you had so much hype that he would face Roman, or maybe he does face Cody, and they can finish off that whole storyline. But instead, doesn't look like it. But it's very interesting how he just killed it all off and then drove off into the sunset after drinking.
After taking a shot, right?
After taking a shot, so promoting drinking and driving. But I mean, like, after that, you have Roman Reigns solo.
Yes.
The Tribal Chief match, which I thought was pretty good.
Yep. It was a typical Roman match.
Typical Roman, typical tribal combat.
Yes. You had the
interferences.
Bloodline. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. The moment I see tribal combat, I'm like, interferences.
You know how the match is going to go.
Yeah. They set it up at that Mania. They set that up basically of how tribal combat should look. I mean, they also did it with Jay and Roman, but
yeah, this is probably what, the third for sure.
Cody had one at SummerSlam.
Oh yeah, okay.
So this is the fourth.
Yeah.
But like the pattern has changed since that Mania 41, where it's just a lot of interruptions. Some big names could show up.
Right.
So this was basically followed through with it, and it was a good match. Typical Roman. Yeah. Enjoying the match. I thought maybe they could have done something with Paul Heyman. They didn't.
Yeah. I feel like that's going to come when CM Punk is involved. This whole favor thing, I'm not sure what's going on there.
It's tough. I mean, like we'll maybe get into it. Obviously, in this episode maybe a little bit, but obviously in the coming weeks, coming Rumble, some big names have been put in there, and then that's where something's got to. Yeah, we'll get into it a little later on our thoughts on the whole announcements of them, but of the wrestlers going in. But let's see what else happened on the Raw. Well, obviously, Liv Morgan lost her title. Rhea Ripley gains it back.
That was fine.
Yeah, that was a decent match. Predictable. That Liv Morgan would lose, especially with the possible returns of Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair. Just too much star power that kind of outshines Liv Morgan, which is unfortunate for her.
Yeah, what are they gonna do now?
It's gonna be the Judgment Day. I think the disbanding of the Judgment Day is the last thing on her revenge tour.
Right.
Because that was also kind of Rhea Ripley's thing. Even though Rhea Ripley's not going to care about it now.
Yeah, but she might just, like, I read a theory where, like, she could destroy it on the inside and go with Finn, and Dom just gets thrown to the wayside, right?
Maybe. Yeah, I mean, I think that's what's probably going to have her have some spotlight time.
Who would she feud with? Like, yeah, where does Liv go from here? That's the thing.
Mid-card?
Yeah. You go to the mid-card titles, yeah.
Yeah. That's why they brought them in. She's a perfect mid-card option for Mania. Yeah. Yeah, other than that, like I think the only time that she's going to get screen time is like Judgment Day disbanding and then leading up to Mania mid-card. Because I don't think she's gonna get the main title again till after Mania, if anything, if that happens. She had a good run though. She had a good run.
It was a good story.
I kind of want her and Dom to stay together and leave the Judgment Day.
Yeah, that would work too.
Be like the dynamic duo, because they have good chemistry together. But we'll see. See what else. Well, obviously Punk and Rollins. That's the one we could definitely talk about. That was
Well, the match. Oh yeah. Okay.
The match was good, but it's not a classic.
No, I enjoy. Yeah, I see what you mean. It was a good match.
it's a good match,
Yeah.
but it's not what I wanted.
No.
And to be and now like the fact that like it might not happen again at Mania, it
Right.
kind of sucks because they're so good. I do like the finish. It was John Moxley salute basically.
Yeah, exactly. And it was a clean finish.
Yeah.
There was no interference. There was no
Which it shouldn't have been, which is good.
You have a clean finish.
Makes sense.
These guys go off to the Rumble, probably do a little something in the Rumble match. But
maybe that's what they're going to do, but like, I don't know. Like, it's good, not great. Drew and Punk, classic. Classic rivalry.
That had a huge build.
That was a classic.
Triple or 3 matches, right?
Like, I'll go back and watch that style match in a few years and be like, this is a classic.
That was a classic, yeah.
This Raw match, I'll go back and say, it was good, but it could have been a lot better. Especially with the whole Netflix timing now where there's really no end time. You can go for...
Right.
I think they said you can go up to 4 hours, they said, for special occasions.
Right.
I don't think they're ever going to hit that. I don't think
they might do like a special or something.
Maybe.
But even 4 hours is like...
That's insane. SmackDown's hard hitting 3, and I'm seeing it right now. They're struggling, but
Raw I like because it can vary, and you don't know when it's gonna end.
Yeah.
So like the main event, it could go 7 minutes, it can go 12 minutes, it can go 25 minutes. So you don't know when it's gonna end. Right now, or back when Raw and SmackDown. Well, I guess SmackDown's the same thing now because in the US they have to end it at 3 hours, so you know when the show is going to end. When you go to a live event, you watch the main event, you look at the clock, and you're like, okay, this match is going to end in like 2 minutes or whatever.
Yeah.
So now they don't have a hard out, and they can, like what last night was 2:20 something.
I think it was like 2.5 or about
2.5. Yeah.
Just about 2.5. Like when it ended, I was like, oh, it ended sooner. I'm like, okay. Great match, by the way. But yeah, going back to the Rollins Punk, great promos, like phenomenal promos. Yep. There's a lot of hate there, like real hate between the two guys. More Rollins to Punk though. Punk loves this. He doesn't. Yeah. He probably still likes Rollins, but like
the thing is they both are professionals. They will. Yeah, they're professionals. Like, you make money.
Yeah, you make a lot of... He's here to make money. He's not here to make friends.
Exactly.
But Rollins had interviews with CVV, and...
oh, yeah.
I watched them. I watched the podcast, and...
I read kind of the...
Yeah, he doesn't like him. He doesn't like him. Like, I think in his world, professionally, they can work together and bring a lot of money towards the product, but personally, he will never like Punk.
Nope.
He'll never get over the fact that he left.
That's fine.
Punk left because Punk was fed up with the company, and he was in the company. This is me kind of going off on Rollins, but like I gotta give credit here. Punk was in the company way longer than Rollins was. He was in the wrestling industry way before Rollins was, and he had enough of it. He needed to get out. I get it. Maybe he probably shouldn't have like just ignored everyone, if that is true.
He was also in like a bad state of mind. He was mentally drained. Like I don't feel like, maybe years later he should have
done something
or talked to them or I don't know the whole story, but like.
Well, if we ever talk to Rollins, you can just say. So how's Punk doing? He'd probably give you a look.
Yeah.
He'd be like, just get out. Like I think he doesn't want to talk about him anymore. And it's probably deep down, he's actually kind of mad that he lost that match. That's probably the one match he probably wanted to, like, even though he knew he was going to lose, he's probably like kind of mad at Triple H. Being like, I didn't want to lose this one and you made me lose it. So now I'm going to like ruin the play maybe.
Night. Yeah, his promo last night was probably real.
Everything I think he's done is real. I think the promo before the match actually was like completely unscripted. They just kind of went off on each other, which I love. That just two guys who don't like each other professionally come to work together. Something we could see in the future with Roman and Punk, because I know they have their issues. I don't know if it's on the level Rollins is at right now, but I think we learned that Rollins does not like Punk the most. Drew and Punk, I think, is more friendly than what we think. And then Roman, we don't know yet, but that's what we learned from that. And it is what it is. Okay, what else on Raw? There's a lot of talking.
Yeah, there's Cena.
Oh, Cena. Yeah, we can talk about Cena.
Yeah, Where do you think he goes?
In the Rumble?
Do you think he?
I don't know. There's so much stuff.
I don't think he wins the Rumble.
It's so hard because, like,
I think he goes on a journey.
Does he keep losing until he
until he finally wins?
Until he finally wins at like SummerSlam that's the thing. Like, everyone thinking, oh, now he's gonna go win the Rumble, go to Mania, win the championship. That's his 17th, and then he can do whatever else he wants for the rest of the year. I don't think they're gonna do it like that. No. I think he loses the Rumble, gets close, loses the Rumble, gets close, loses at the Chamber match.
Yeah. Okay.
Goes to WrestleMania, has a dream match with some guy. Maybe he wins there. Maybe he loses. I don't know. And then he just keeps losing every match. Or, I don't know. He eventually has to start winning, though.
Because you don't get a title shot. Yeah.
Yeah, he'll have to start winning at some point. But I feel like leading to Mania, he has to lose.
And if he wins the title, would you rather him win the world title or the heavyweight title?
The world title.
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes.
But he won't beat Cody.
Cody Rhodes.
Like,
he does the unthinkable. Him and Cody Rhodes, whether it's Mania, whether they go obvious and they go Mania, or they go SummerSlam first. It's the first ever 2-night SummerSlam, right?
Is that SummerSlam?
New York, New Jersey, New York, whatever. Cena does it there, and he beats Cody.
Man, yeah, I would. I'd like to see him face Gunther, but I don't know. I don't know if I want him winning that title, right? Yeah, or maybe he doesn't win any title.
No, he's got to do it.
I think so.
He'll do it.
I think WWE needs him to be the record-breaking 17?
Sense.
Yeah,
17.
It makes sense.
It makes so much sense for him to do it. He's so close. He's right there.
Yeah.
He's got to do it. It's just a matter of where, like, when it's going to happen, where it's going to happen.
It's either WrestleMania might be too quick, so it might be something
too obvious to me if it's WrestleMania. And I don't think Triple H wants to go that obvious. I think he wants to bring us along a journey. He's going to be wrestling for a year. I heard rumors that he actually might be full-time now. But I don't know if that's for sure true.
He's got
dates.
30-some odd wrestling matches he's going to wrestle.
But he might be full-time. Like, he might show up.
Yeah, he'll show up, yeah.
So
he probably will show up, the Rumble's in 2 weeks? He might show up next week, I guess.
He might show up next week or something like that.
Yeah.
I heard he might be full-time, but then I guess he got the matches set, like the 30 whatever matches in a year.
Right.
I hope he shows up full-time, though. That would be awesome. Because then it's obvious. There's no way he's winning at Mania.
30-something.
His Mania match will be like against Randy or someone. Like a dream final match for him. It has to be someone big for Mania.
Yeah.
His Mania match has to be someone big or like a past opponent that's... Or it wouldn't make sense to me. Logan Paul didn't get any screen time. Yeah, he was supposed to...
No.
Well, he got
just
crowd time.
Right?
Yeah. I wish he got some screen time. No Gunther on the Raw Netflix. That was on debut. That's stupid.
Yeah.
The champions, no belts. What is going on with that?
Yeah, they're in the crowd. Have your belt on you.
Dumb. Obafemi did it.
Yeah. Lots of celebrities.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan getting booed. That was
Oh, God, I almost forgot
funny.
about talking about that. See,
Yeah,
that was actually a dumb decision, I think, by WWE.
he should not be there.
One, the fans are very skeptical of Hulk Hogan now. Two,
Yeah,
well, it's a red state. It's not, or red. No, it's a blue state. Um,
right.
and Hulk Hogan's a Trump supporter, so we all know that's not going to
Yeah,
go well with them. And now he's
doesn't.
promoting his beer that no one cares about, so you just ruined the night for everyone. So way to go.
Yeah,
But it was
I
funny
wouldn't
to
put him
see it
back on TV.
anyways.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
It was hilarious to see it, but apparently he wants to go back on TV.
Oh God, no, keep him off.
Bring back NWO Hulk Hogan.
Guy can't even walk.
Yeah, he had some issues walking, but it's alright. It's alright. It's alright. That was Raw on
The
Netflix. It was a decent show.
the overall look was amazing. Like
I liked it. I did like it.
the intro, the into it arena was beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm really digging watching Netflix. Watch SmackDown, not live, but it was nice.
Yeah, I like it that I can rewatch because I missed SmackDown.
You can,
I missed a bit of Raw the first time,
yeah, and
so
then
I
you
had
can
to
just
rewatch the first, and I could just go and rewatch it. I
Yeah.
missed SmackDown. I rewatched this the following day. I didn't have to watch any of those ads, the commercial breaks that SmackDown has for us Canadian viewers on Netflix.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
my Netflix, obviously, I don't pay for, or I pay to not have ads, right?
Hmm.
So instead of yeah, because it showed, what did it show? Like, we'll be right back. I'm watching NXT right now, and it's saying NXT will be right back in
Yeah,
like
it's
a
that,
bunch
and
of-
it's like 2 or 3 minutes of that. It'll get like
Yeah.
kind of. I don't know.
Yeah, in the corner it says be back in 1 minute.
Okay. Yeah.
But because Raw is on Netflix in the States, then they have packages, they have interviews that we can watch. For the NXT and SmackDown, they don't have that, so we just have
Yeah.
like a waiting screen. But yeah, when I rewatched SmackDown, it cut that out, so it condensed. It was nice.
Yeah, which is perfect. SmackDown was good. I like the setup. I like the setup of SmackDown's ring more than I like Raw's because Raw has too much ads. While
Yeah,
in the
I-
black, I don't know if I like that.
I liked it. I like the black.
I have to get used to it.
The ads I thought I wouldn't like as much, but I just didn't notice them after a while.
I wish if they did like the Prime where it's kind of like just faded.
Right.
I'd be okay with that. But SmackDown's apron is great blue. I
Yeah, I
like
like
that.
the blue.
I like the blue. The look for it, everything. The new announcer table's kind of a mix mash, I think, because everyone wants to see the table break, but it
Yeah.
hasn't happened yet. I think they're saving it.
I think
For,
so
like,
too.
Something big, like Strowman or someone
Okay.
to do it.
Yeah.
Maybe the Rumble,
Yeah, maybe.
first ever table break. Maybe. I don't know. The new table's kind of cool for,
I
guess, the announcers, but like, they gotta be able to break it somehow.
Speaking of announcers, how do you like the current setup?
I have always liked Pat McAfee and Michael Cole. I know
Yeah, me too.
people have mixed reviews on Pat McAfee and everything, and they're mad
Yeah,
now. Corey Graves, I don't know if you saw that. He got
I saw that
promoted.
today.
He's not even there tonight.
Yeah, so I read one of his tweets from this morning, and it kind of sounded like he was pissed that he was being
Yeah, apparently he's pissed.
demoted.
I don't know if it's kayfabe.
That's what I'm not sure, because
I don't know if it's kayfabe or if it's actually like he's actually mad because he brought up the whole injury,
yeah.
and then that kind of got me like, okay, he's actually mad maybe.
Oh, but then he had a tweet saying he's gonna talk in ring tonight, and then there was a report from I don't know who that
Yeah.
there was only a 2-man booth tonight. He's not
Yeah.
gonna be there. So, is it kayfabe and he's gonna talk and he's gonna be pissed that he's not that he's not on Raw or SmackDown anymore, and it leads to him going back into the ring, and he's already cleared, and it's all kayfabe.
That could be I didn't think of that. That could be the what's going on. He could be cleared to be wrestling. He goes back to the ring.
Did you watch Netflix or NXT last week?
New Year's Evil?
Yeah.
I watched a bit of it.
Was he on?
No.
On
I don't
call?
think he was on. No, not then.
Okay.
It happened right this week.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe you could be onto something. I mean, you're watching right now, so if it happened, you'll see it.
Yeah, I want to see if he comes out, but no, I like Corey Graves. I'm a big fan of McAfee too.
Yeah.
I know a lot. He's not for everybody, but like it cracks
it's entertainment.
Me up when Cole and like it's entertainment, and Joe Tessitore and Wade Barrett they're great. I love
Tessitore showed up really well. Did a good job.
He is learning the product. He's got a great like sports commentator.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan. And Wade Barrett, he's probably my favorite color guy.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I can't wait till he gets back in the ring. Rumble. Yeah. I'm hoping. Rumble. Get in the ring. Awesome. Nick Aldis, get in the ring.
Yes.
That's some of the guys I want to see at the Rumble. Tiffy time. She's the champion. Congrats.
Yeah. Congrats.
I'm happy for her there. I'm like, it's cool they did on a SmackDown. They didn't wait. So good for her. I hope she holds the title for a while. Maybe have that match with Charlotte Flair at Mania. That'd be awesome. A little passing of the torch. Tiffy wins. Charlotte, she can take an L. She doesn't care.
Yeah.
She's been injured. To have a match at Mania is going to be a miracle for her. So,
exactly.
They put on a great match as well. So Tiffy time there. Shinsuke still U.S. champion. LA Knight trying to. Yeah. I like the Shinsuke, his entrance, the whole entrance. We haven't talked about that in a while. I think it's great. The whole new look for him, great.
It's big time.
Roman didn't show up. Don't think he's going to show up until the release for that game or the new game.
Yeah, he said he'll be back the 27th.
Yeah.
That is.
Which kind of sucks. But this is literally like a week or less than a week. Nah. It's the Tuesday before the Rumble. Or the Friday?
Or the Monday. Yeah, the Monday. So he'll be back Monday night. Wow, he's going to be on Raw.
Yeah, okay. Well, I guess it makes sense because he's on Raw, so he's going to show up on Raw again.
He's a SmackDown guy.
Yeah. Transfer portal.
Yeah. Hopefully they probably after the Rumble or by the Rumble, they'll settle everybody to where
they want to be.
I think Roman will go to Raw.
It'll be funny if it comes down to whoever you were last, that's where you're at. You're stuck.
Yeah.
Then the other person has to show up where they want to go. And then they'll make a funny storyline. Then guy has to think of where he wants to go. And then he has to make one final decision. That's all happened. Lyra Valkyria, Intercontinental Champion.
What did you
solid
think?
match.
Yeah.
I wanted her to win. A lot of people wanted Dakota Kai to win. I like Dakota Kai a lot. I like that H brought her back originally, but she's injury prone. It's not safe to have her as the first champion.
Yeah. So I was thinking, and I was hoping it was Dakota Kai, but after the match, that's what the first thing I thought of. She's injury prone, and you want to put the title on someone that's up and coming, right?
Yeah, she deserves it. That bump though, the suplex on the outside.
My God.
I thought one of them was actually gonna get hurt. I texted Tyler and saying they just took a massive bump, and then he's like, "Did anyone get hurt?" I'm like, "Nope, they professionally did it, but it looked like it was gonna be bad."
It did.
Priest and Balor put on the best match of 2025 so far.
Yeah, that was a great street fight.
Great street fight. They fought everywhere.
Oh,
That suplex, the Falcon Arrow, I should say, through the table
Yeah.
was a great spot there. Safely done. And then we have some Saturday main event matches made. That's the weekend prior to the Rumble. So where we got
Yeah.
Gunther, Jey Uso, and then Braun Breaker and Sheamus. So two good
Yes.
matches there. We'll see, what goes on there.
Really good. Penta.
Penta, yes, I'd say one of the best for last. Great debut,
Like, that was unreal.
fantastic debut. One of the best debuts I've seen.
And I don't know if they screwed up by posting his merch early, or they knew
Maybe
what
they
they were
did.
doing, and maybe they knew what they were doing, and they
Maybe.
just made people talk, right? Like,
Yeah,
but he comes out, he like wrestles a great match, like an amazing match with
oh yeah,
with Chad.
few botches, but that's fine.
Yeah, a few. He's been out of wrestling for
Yeah,
a few months now.
yeah,
But he shows off his moves. The crowd is into him. Yeah, like he does an interview after the match.
they gave him
He's
the
done-
most talking he's ever done in his career because
Yeah.
Tony Khan didn't think he could speak. It's
He's
insane.
he's done more last night than he did in all of
Yeah.
AW. And
And he was great.
the merch, like for AW, for being a t-shirt, like when they started, like
Yeah.
t-shirt company and stuff, they just screw up the merch. Like, this guy's already got a mask, he's got two shirts, I believe.
Black one and a white one. Cool design.
Yeah,
Um,
I think
No,
he's
I
gonna
was-
do really well, and I think that him being there alone might benefit him.
yeah.
without
I
his
think
brother.
it's
It
Ray
sucks.
Phoenix.
But
Give it a year. Let him win maybe a mid card title or two.
yeah,
I don't know if he's gonna go main card. I don't think so. I see him being a really good mid card
Yeah.
guy, and that's
Yeah.
fine. I'm fine with that. Intercontinental, be like a good champion there.
He
Oh,
should
yeah.
win- yeah.
Perfect. And then tag team run with Ray Phoenix. Once Ray Phoenix figures out his whole
Yeah.
issue with AEW, which is unfortunate for him, but
Him and both those guys versus Motor City Machine Guns, like, I'd see
Oh,
that. I'd see
phenomenal.
Ciampa, like,
they have so much upside with it now, but great debut, fantastic. The entrance, everything was good. Great match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was happy about it. Now let's see where they go from here.
Yeah.
Hopefully they
It
don't
was a
screw
good start, but hopefully they don't screw it up. I have faith in H.
Yeah.
I think he'll do good with him. Well, I'm getting reports here, and this is from some credible sources here, that T Money
Okay.
He might be back in time for the Rumble. He might not be back. He might be missing some big time here.
that bad, eh?
So that leaves me, the host of this podcast, to we have to do an interim title. We're gonna have to get an interim champion in that
yeah,
time.
you gotta defend
There's
it every.
We got to defend it. There's got to be a champion. So I think what better way to do it? Me versus you next week, Saturday night main event in Texas.
One-on-one.
One-on-one for the first time ever. We had that title unification one back a bit ago, but
Right.
that's
Yeah.
like 2 years ago. So this is it. This is the one-on-one. I think we'll probably have to predict like 5 matches or so, maybe less, probably less. But that'll be next week on the 5-Star Frogcast. That is all the time we have for this week's episode of the 5-Star Frogcast. You can follow us on our Instagram page at the 5-Star Frogcast. TikTok, YouTube will all go down. There's also a possible video of Tyler getting attacked. Some footage
Ooh,
has been leaked out there, so there might be something in it to do to that. We'll have to take a
Let's
look
check
into
that
that to
out.
see who the person who attacked him. We don't know. Hoping that Tyler makes a quick return to the podcast.
Yeah, wish him all
And
the
I don't
best.
even have the guy to ring the damn bell. So, Tony, would you do the honors?
Like, on behalf of Tyler, yes, I will. Ding,
Ring
ding,
that bell,
ding.
and we'll catch you in the next one.